I'd like to call this meeting to order for the Ventura Local Agency Formation Commission, Wednesday, May 15th, 2019. And we'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. Commissioner Richards, would you do us the honors?
Ready, begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Rochelle, can we have a roll call, please?
Commissioner Freeman? Commissioner Parks?
Here.
Commissioner Parvin?
Here.
Commissioner Ramirez?
Yes. Here.
Commissioner Zaragoza?
Here.
Chair Ross?
Here.
Alternate Commissioner Curtis?
Yes.
Alternate Commissioner Richards?
Yes, here.
Thank you. Item 4, agenda review. Consider and approve by majority vote minor revisions to commission items or attachments. Any items added to or removed or continued from the LAFCo agenda, and changes to the order of business to accommodate any special circumstances. Do you have any recommendations to adjust? Okay, hearing none, let's move on to item 5, public comment. Rochelle, do we have any public speaker cards for items not on the agenda? Okay. Our consent calendar. These are supposed to be non-controversial items. Would any commissioner like to pull any items from the calendar to discuss?
I'll move approval.
I'll second.
Move approval by Commissioner Freeman and second by Commissioner Parvin. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Okay, let's move to our public hearing items. Item 9, LAFCo 19-02 and 19-02S, Ventura River Waterworks District Sphere of Influence Amendment and Annexation for Baldwin and Burnham. Andrea?
Good morning. The proposal includes 2 distinct areas near the unincorporated community of Oakview, southwest of the city of Ojai. Parcels A and B are shown in red, and they are proposed to be annexed to the Ventura River Water District in order to receive domestic water service. The district service area is shaded in green, and its sphere of influence is outlined in darker green. Parcel A is a 7.8-acre vacant lot located at 600 Baldwin Road. The request includes an annexation of the lot to the district, as well as an amendment to the district's sphere of influence to include the entire parcel in order to allow development of a single-family dwelling and a second dwelling unit. Currently, only the Flagstaff portion of the lot is located within the district's sphere of influence. And water demand is expected to be 1 acre-foot per year. Parcel B is a 46-acre lot located at 650 Burnham Road and is proposed for continued use of a horse boarding facility. The parcel is entirely within the district's sphere of influence and is proposed for annexation to the Ventura River Water District to allow the boarding facility to receive water piped directly to the site, anticipated to be about 1 acre-foot per year. The property is within the Casitas Municipal Water District's boundaries, and currently the operator goes down to a hydrant located nearby, a Casitas hydrant, and trucks the water to the site. So this would allow the water to be piped directly to the site and eliminate the need for the operator to go and pick up water from the hydrant. The district determined that the project was exempt from CEQA with regard to Parcel A and prepared a negative declaration for Parcel B. Because the proposal constitutes a single project or a single request to LAFCo, staff recommends that the Commission adopt a negative declaration as augmented by an addendum to include evaluation of the portion of the project determined by the district to be exempt from CEQA. Staff recommends that the Commission certify that it has reviewed and considered information contained in the negative declaration prepared by the district as augmented by the addendum prepared by LAFCo staff, that it adopt a resolution making determinations and approving the sphere of influence amendment for the Ventura River Water District, and adopt a resolution making determinations and approving an annexation for the district. That concludes the presentation. I'm available for questions, and we also have staff from the district available if there are any questions for him.
Okay, thank you. Commissioners?
No questions, but I would support the recommendation motion.
We do have, thank you.
Oh.
We do have two speaker cards on it.
Okay.
I'm sorry, this is a public hearing too.
Yeah, and it is a public hearing, correct. So if we don't have anything from the applicant specifically, we do have two speakers here. First is Troy Avery in support of item 9, and this is representing parcel B. You want to come up and speak if you have anything?
We're really just here to say thank you for the help and guidance in bringing a community horse boarding facility to what's otherwise a neglected piece of land that's just sitting there becoming a hazard. And so to see people over there using it and animals and so forth, it's just a happier, healthier place. And so we want to say thank you for kind of guiding us through this process, and also thank you to Bert, who really guided us through this process as we were new. So that's really all I have.
Okay,
Thanks.
thank you. And our second speaker card is Vincent Macaluso. I was going to say that.
Good morning. My name is Vincent Macaluso. I represent Lot A. I've lived in the Ojai Valley for almost 30 years, and this represents my opportunity to first build my first house, but also stay in the valley and try to have two reasonable houses with a very nice view. I'm not looking to put up any apartment buildings or do any massive farming or anything like that. I would just like to live quietly in the Ojai Valley, and I can't start that without water. So if I could have water, that would be very nice. Thank you.
Okay. All right, no other speaker cards on the item, so I will close the public hearing. And Commission, do we have any comments or ideas? We did have
I'll reinstate my motion.
reinstate the first and the second from Commissioner Zaragoza. All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion carries. Congratulations on that.
Good luck.
All right. Moving forward on our agenda, we're screaming through this. Item 10, LAFCo recommended final budget for the fiscal year 2019 and 2020. This is a continuation of our review from our previous meeting. Kai, you want to take us through anything we don't know already?
Thank you, Chair Ross. This is the recommended final budget for fiscal year 1920. It is basically the same as the proposed budget that the Commission approved last month. So I will be brief. As you know, LAFCO law does require that the Commission adopt a proposed budget by May 1st and a final budget by June 15th. This, of course, is that final budget. Just briefly, the current fiscal year expenditures in review. As I went over last time, the adopted budget did anticipate expenditures of a little over $766,000. We are projected to expend a little over $683,000 for an estimated savings of a little bit over $83,000. Regarding revenue for this fiscal year, we anticipate a total revenue a little over $651,000. We are projecting revenue of a little over $645,000 for an estimated deficit of $5,000. When the expenditure savings and the revenue deficit are added together, we are anticipating a projected fund balance of a little over $78,000, and we will be applying this in the entirety of this fund balance toward next fiscal year. So now the recommended final budget, and as I said, this is nearly identical to that which the Commission approved last month. Expenditures are divided into 3 different categories: salary and employee benefits, services and supplies, and contingencies. This table contains all of those categories. We are proposing an increase in total salaries and benefits of $37,750, an increase in services and supplies of $20,550, and an increase in contingencies of $5,829 for a total increase over the current year's budget of $64,129, This represents an 8.4% increase above the current year's budget. We are recommending the appropriation of $150,000 in projected unassigned fund balance, again, to lower the allocations from our funding agencies. Regarding revenue, financing sources are also separated into three categories. They are fund balance, the miscellaneous revenue, which includes interest earnings and application fees, and then revenue from other agencies. So the proposed budget is the last column to the right there. That reflects the appropriation of $150,000 in fund balance. We are estimating revenue from miscellaneous, miscellaneous revenue from interest earning and application fees of $23,000. This leaves the total for other agencies, $657,225 total, for a total of $830,225, which of course matches the expenditures. So with that, the recommendation is that the Commission adopt the resolution approving the recommended final budget as the final budget for fiscal year 1920. Thank you.
Thank you, Kai. And just to reiterate, did we get any kind of feedback from the cities, special districts, anybody relating to the budget?
No, none whatsoever.
Okay. Quiet. Commissioners, any comments or thoughts?
Mr. Chairman, I just want to commend Kai and his staff, for doing an excellent job, for us. And I think it's an excellent budget, and I think they're very frugal, very conservative, and I just want to recommend approval, subject to any other comments from the board members.
Commissioner Freeman?
I just have a question, and it's a trivia question. Back in 2007-8, the budget was $949,000 plus. Do you have any recollection of why the budget was like that year? I mean, that was a recession year.
Back in 2007 and 8, if my recollection is correct, it was because of the retirement of the previous executive officer who was a Tier 1 employee.
Oh, wow.
And so he had a significant benefit package, yes, and this is my recollection. And so, of course, the commission was
Okay.
obligated to pay for those.
It just looked like such an anomaly.
And it was, yeah. There's no more Tier 1 employees with LAFCo. So,
Thanks.
Okay. Good eye. All right, we have a first from Commissioner Zaragoza,
I'll second.
a second from Commissioner Harvin. All in favor of, I'm sorry?
Pat, I think.
I just had another trivia question. The
One more.
Increase in services and supplies, like 20,000. Is that a reflection of the move? Is that the reason for the increase?
no, actually, the biggest increase in services and supplies is the change in county policy that the county is now charging for the use of this boardroom. And we estimate that to be on average about $1,000 per meeting. So with 10 meetings scheduled each year, that was an increase of $10,000. And that was the most significant increase in the salaries and, the expenditures.
Great, thank you. All right, first and a second, all in favor of approving the budget for 2019-20, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Very good. Thank you, Kai, for putting that together for us. And in our action items, we have a proposal to cancel the June 12th meeting. It's going to be a quiet month, but as I understand it from our executive officer, we're going to have quite a bit of work to do in July, so we'll make up for it there. Would we need, yes, we do need to approve that cancellation. First from Commissioner Freeman,
Second.
a second from Commissioner Curtis. All in favor of canceling June 12th meeting, say aye.
Aye.
Approved. All right, item 12, Executive Officer's Report on Future Agenda Items.
This is just a receive and file item.
Any questions for our Executive Officer on that? Hearing none, we'll have our next meeting on July 17. And are there any commissioner comments before we move to adjourn? That was, I don't know if this was a record. 15 minutes. Oh, we have a comment. Commissioner Curtis.
Just only one comment. I'll be leaving for Montana next week, and so I won't be here for June. I thank you for putting the meeting off until July, and I hope I can make it back by July.
We hope so too. That'd be great. One other anecdote. The next time we meet, I will be a married man. Getting married June 1st. I finally. And I do have to just shout out to my lovely bride-to-be, Miriam, in the audience there, supporting me here, Chair. Thank you so much. So we'll be going to Kauai for our honeymoon, and I'll see you guys in July with a little extra sparkle in my eyes, and hopefully a tan. Yes, exactly. All right. Well, if there's nothing else, then I'll move to adjourn. Do I have a first and a second?
So move. Second.
Commissioner Freeman and a second by Commissioner Zaragoza. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.
That's great.
Amen.
Congratulations on your
Thank you very
in the
much.
future.